I don't know if this, oh no it didn't. Hey everybody, it's Liz from Northern Bell Farms. I'm headed outside to go around and feed the animals. I already fed the big coop this morning. We'll stop by and take a look, but I already fed them this morning because I had to take a broody hen and all the chicks and give them to my parents to take back to Tennessee with them. And then I have 2 more broody hens in there in the regular nesting boxes, so we gotta move all of them and their eggs to the broody partition spot. So let's go feed the animals and move some broody hens. I just ate a macaroon for breakfast. What'd y'all have? Okay. This is our feed shed. So it's got a little bit of everything in here. I use bowls and I just fill them up with food. There's supposed to be 2 green ones in here, but obviously there's not. That's the kind of feed I use. I use an all flock, so it's good for our ducks and chickie pies. Normally I'd fill up all 3 bowls and take them all out and go do what I gotta do. But I only have this 1 bowl because I can't be bothered to ever put them back. I yell at the kids for it, but I do it all the time. So. Don't know where the babies are. They must be in the house because it's wet. It rained last night. Oh my god! The babies are in with the big chicks! I guess they're okay. They look like hawk bait right now. But they seem to be doing okay. Nobody's beating them up. We'll have to come back and check that out. I probably left it open after I got the broody hen out, thinking I was going to put more in. It's the berry patch back behind me. Strawberries. That's what we just walked by. Hey bunnies. Hey bunnies. What you doing in there? Oh, my hand's shaking. Here is the toy pen of toy chickens. Little tiny silkies. Flairmily. Oh, there's a broody one in here too, because 'tis the season. Oh, she kick you off your nest? This one's the broody one, and the one behind her on the eggs we call Pretty Girl. Pretty Girl, you're sitting on her eggs. She doesn't like it. Oh, sunrise. I usually have Paisley with me. We call this her coop because she can fit in there, so. But now I'm gonna have to fit in there. I'm gonna dump out the rain. Hey, pretty girl. You get off her eggs? You can go back up there with your eggs. You guys are so dirty. Look at that. All this dirt you kick into things. coming, ducky pies. Now, two of my favorite animals right now, Moss ducky pies. Oh, Daddy never filled up your pools? What a nasty. My husband cleaned out their pools. They get them cleaned out once a week, which still isn't enough. Hang on, let me feed them and then I'll talk to you about the pools. Where is it? Oh, I can't see. Egg. Right there. A lot of times the ducks will bury their eggs. It looks like this one's pretty good. They just set them there. We get about 4 or 5 a day right now. We have 9 from our first flock, and then we got 10 more lost ones, so we have 9 from our second flock. We had 10, but one of our neighbors hit one of our ducks with a 4-wheeler when they were free range. So we have 18 and only, let's see, 9, and then we have 3 drakes from the first one, and I ordered all females for the second one instead of not sexted because we have 3 drakes. So 4 or 5 eggs is pretty good from 6 ducks, and hopefully by the time school starts is when I figured that the other ducks should start laying. So hopefully that'll mean we get 8 to 10 eggs a day, which would be pretty good, I'd say. I have 3 families who like to buy the duck eggs. Here's a good example. See, it's buried. I don't like this a lot of times. Who like to buy the duck eggs? I prefer the duck eggs over chicken eggs. I just think they're richer, like cooking with butter instead of olive oil. It's just better. There have been laying them over here, but I don't see any. Oh, 2. And they get it all wet. They'll get out of their pool and then come in here and get everything all wet. That's 5. So that's probably all we're getting for today. Oh, and then the one out here. I really think the one out here is from one of the babies who has started laying. I'll show you. It's much smaller. And yesterday it was kind of like weird shaped. I'll show you. Don't step on that, baby. We're gonna have to fill that up. Okay, what I was saying about the pool was, here's one of the little ones. So I think this is from a new baby duck because there was one out in the yard yesterday that was smaller than the regular sized ones. And a lot of times the duck eggs are dirtier because they'll lay them out in the yard in the mud. My husband, we clean the pools once a week. They still get pretty nasty. It's about 3 days before you can't see the bottom anymore. My husband made these filters that he's seen from someone else. They're in 5-gallon buckets, but we really need to put them in like 50-gallon drums. Because they only work for those 3 days. They need to be a little bit bigger and have a little bit more filter in them. But it's like sponges and pulled apart shower loofah pieces, So I think, you know, this year when I grow my own loofah, we'll put some of that in there. But then we'll be able to have, hopefully, actual clean pools that you can see the bottom of for at least a week. Because right now, like I said, it's 3 days and then you can't see the bottom anymore. But we can't change the pool every 3 days. It used to be every day before we even had any filter, because these get changed every day. These are their nasty waters. Because ducks can't eat without drinking water. You know, chickens, they'll peck at the ground or scratch and get grit. So that's like their teeth, those little chunks of gravel and dirt. It helps them digest their food. Ducks don't have that. And they have a really long neck, so they have to have water to help swallow their food. If you don't have water, they can choke. So, and I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to drink that water, so I gotta get to filling that up. Ducks also regulate their body temperature through their legs, and here it gets really hot, so we can't really just leave them without a pool to swim in. Some people say to keep down on the mud and dirty mess that ducks make, to just not give them a pool to swim in and only water to drink, but that doesn't work here for us. Right into the sawhorse. Okay, let's go out front and feed the chickens out front. That's my oldest flock. There was 27 or 28 of them originally. I used to free range until we had a fox problem. I took care of it. I needed my husband's help after, but I took care of it. And then I thought we were good until the next spring. And then there was a fox problem again. Obviously new fox, but same problem. So that's when the fences went up and we built them their own place. I hope to get some premier fencing to be able to move around. It's just really expensive and we don't have that kind of funds right now. Here's some baby chicks for laying hens. Here's some silky mama with her little mixed bantam babies. I don't know if any of them are going to be silkies, but their feathers look pretty flat for silkies. I think they're little Fleur Malie mixes. Came back here to get this bowl though. So that way it can fill up this bowl. Ooh. We have this outdoor shower that we originally had made for when Hurricane Matthew hit. It took out a lot of trees. We were out without power for 5 days, I think it was. And and with all the rain and trees down and everything, our septic was backing up. So we made a shower outside. And now everyone loves it. I mean, I go put my knees in the dirt in the garden and rip everything up and then end up wiping mud on my forehead. And I got mud up to my elbows. I can just go in there and rinse off. And I don't have to trek mud through the house to the bathroom. it helps keep the house a lot cleaner, which is always a problem when you have a farm because you're always tracking in pine shavings and mud and dirt and who knows what else. We go through about 2 bags of feed per week, pretty close. Probably 1 2/3. It's probably too much, but I'm Italian and it's my way. Gotta make sure everybody's fed. Hey, chickie pie. That's not for you. You already had yours. Cats. We have 9 cats. I used to have a problem with snatching them up from parking lots and stuff, bringing them home, getting them fixed. The idea was to send them on their way again, but that's not how it happened, so. Most of them do a good job. Some of them are fat and lazy and happy. Oh, did I leave the duck eggs all the way out back? Oh my goodness. You can't be out. You will need to go back in there. Hey. Give me a second. Okay, so I got that chicken back in. I'm just going to add this on to the end of that video, and I think I'll start a new one. So, don't conform. Be transformed. I'll see y'all in the next one. You want to see what happens when you give ducks clean water and their little happiness? They play in the water. Isn't that sweet? Tell me that's not the cutest thing. Tell me that's not the cutest thing.